Hello everybody, what is up? My name is Sir Medieval, and today we're going to be checking out some Anthem gameplay. I'm going to be giving my first impressions on the game. I've been playing it for the past like 2 days in the VIP demo. So far, I've got to say that, you know, after the massive issues that it had, don't worry, I'm no stranger to it. I spent 7 hours in the login queue yesterday. Not queue, but loading screens. Might as well be a login queue for all we care.
When I first came here, there were banners hanging in the enclave. I wonder when they all came down.
I was in the middle of something. But no, so far, I've got to say that after spending about a day and a half of actually playing it, that it does definitely feel like something that could go very far. But, yeah, why am I speaking? Let's just go ahead and jump right into it, right? Here we go. Alright, I'm going to be doing the Tyrant mine on hard difficulty. Going to showcase a little bit of the gameplay. I will say that the controls are very hard to get used to at first, especially the swimming. I mean, the swimming is atrocious most of the time and early on, but once you actually get a hang of it, not too shabby. Not too shabby at all. Much better. Now, despite that, and the fact that the controls can be seen as clunky early on, I can say that all it really takes is some getting used to. And not flying in the mines, of course. Ow. That just means I'm going to be twice as pissed on this one.
Stopped it. Found the relic.
Scars have done something to it. It's gone volatile.
For those of us who don't speak Shaper, that's bad, right?
Obviously. Freelancer, you will need to silence the relic.
So far, it has been very nice though, I've got to say. When it works, and it seems to be working most of the time now, I can confirm you can have a grand time of an experience. Very, very grand indeed. Very chaotic, and the class variety is actually pretty decent. The skills and whatnot that you have access to, I enjoy a lot, I've got to say. Can recommend. But I'll keep going on as time goes on. First, let's finish this battle, please. Really, guy? Reloading. Also, it tells me that I have my ult, but I don't have my ult. Now, of course, that doesn't mean the game is without bugs, of course. It definitely has its issues. As far as the demo is concerned, though, it's not too shabby in terms of that once, you know, we got past that loading screen boss. Ooh. Talk about almost stepping on a mine. Very, very powerful pistol that I'm using right now. Got it. There's also a nice aspect when it comes to the teamwork and the combos. For instance, you have skills that you can use from your javelins that are called primers. Skills that can freeze and, of course, poison enemies and stuff like that. And then you have detonators, which are usually explosives. Pretty big bang skills to use, of course.
Energy levels are dropping. You're halfway there.
That will deal massive amounts of damage, of course. For instance, if I was to hit him with the lightning strike, shoot him with the blast, assuming he was, you know, actually charged with lightning and didn't have a shield on when I hit him with melee originally, like that, it would combo. Doing combos like that is a very, very good way to take down enemies of all kinds. And you can combo with other javelins, so other people in your party, to get all sorts of combos down. Hi, how you doing? Didn't have enough time to take down his shield and him, so we'll just settle for the latter. Okay, we're gonna have some towers over over yonder. Of course, we're gonna have to be careful. And some snipers. No shortage of snipers. Let's go say hi. Nice to meet you too. I didn't like that. Not very much at all. I hate snipers. Get out of here. Get out of here. Kept missing the melee. Alright, now we've got the vantage point on lockdown, so that's good. Looks like we got a vulnerable teammate here. And I've got some supplies to drop off as well. So as you can see, the flying can be very difficult to get used to. Maybe even to the point of making your car sick. But if you're able to endure it, you can have some good fun with that. Get up, buddy. Gotta work on my aim. There we go. And my survival skills. Can't die, can't die, can't die, can't die, can't die, can't die. Ah. Not again. This has happened before. 1, 2, 3, 4. Get up. You bucket of bolts. Let's go. Hello to you. I need to reload. Please excuse. Okay, I'm gonna need more ammo as well here pretty soon. Need to deal with those snipers. But at least everybody else is up now. That's all that matters. And health. It's okay that I'm overheated as long as I got that health pack. And this one. Overkill. Now let's go say hi. Looks like the interceptor beat me to it. Good stuff. Nice to meet you. Now we can access the Azekos. Combo time. Okay. Back to business. Sweet, sweet loot. That's what I'm talking about. One cool mechanic as well is that, remember what I said about the water? Well, if you're flying right on top of it, it keeps you cool the whole way through. That part is, of course, very nice. And this is the interceptor right here that you're seeing. Very, very melee-based kind of character. I'm playing the Ranger, which is the baseline character you do start with, but also a very good jack-of-all-trades to play with, too. And that part is very, very nice. Excuse me. Oh. We can just fly past. You don't really need to worry about these. I love that man's accent. Now you're about to see the rough part of the game. The swimming. The controls can be very, very rough.
It's almost peaceful down here.
Scorpions can't swim, right? Don't worry, Sam. I won't let them get you.
And yet, at the same time, oh so beautiful. Takes some getting used to for sure. And now we wait for the teammates. And to the next part we go.
That's a lot of eggs.
So,
They say we've got to crack a few eggs and make an omelette.
let's get back to talking about this in just a second.
Another relic.
One thing I do want to mention as well
Sounds stable.
is that with this game, the way it is now, what we have access to, it is good. But, of course, to know for sure, we have to get access to the story, the rest of the story and whatnot, stuff like that, to know what it's really about. You know, because this could be a 4-hour or 5-hour story, a really short one for all we know. Usually not considered worth the $60 price tag. Currently, though, I mean, even with Origin Premiere, since you should have access to the full game, even with Origin, you know, access as long as you have the Premiere, I can say it's definitely worth that price for sure already. And even I'd be far as willing to go in about saying it'd be worth the $25 price at the moment, for sure. But when we get to the full game, as long as the story turns out to be decent, which, from what I understand, the director and writer, one of the writers of Mass Effect 1 and 2 is working on this game currently. Took control of Anthem, came back to BioWare solely for Anthem, and the fact that it is done by BioWare, which I love, one of my favorite companies. Thank you so much for Dragon Age. You're amazing. I think that this game definitely has a high chance of being good in that regard as well. In which case, solid game for sure, and definitely worth to, or close to, if not the entire price tag. Good story, decent amount of content for us to do in-game when the full game launches, and PvP and raids being added as well. One thing I was saying earlier, and I couldn't imagine this happening, like how awesome it'd be, having raids with about 8 people, 8 javelins, all in an open world setting, all flying around and just duking it out with the giant raid boss would be absolutely insane. Something like that would definitely set this game apart aside of what we're usually used to, because of just how intense the game can be action-wise, how fast-paced it is. Reminds me a lot of mobility-based games like Guns the Duel. That was the second game I ever played, was Guns the Duel, right after RuneScape. Couldn't have picked the better 2 games to start with. Or, well, you could, you know, Star Wars Galaxies, I kind of wish I had played that early on, of course. As well as, you know, Ultima Online. And, okay, you know what, there's quite a few of them, but I think out of the bunch, I did have some good choices for my first 2. But I'd say this definitely introduces, not quite case styling, of course, like in Guns the Duel, for those of you who understand that reference, but there's a lot of potential with the quickness of the combat. And what the hell hit me right there? Okay. Also, there is a cash shop in the game. Well, there's cosmetics in the game that you can buy with the cash shop currency, I guess. We don't know fully how it's going to work, but of course there's another thing that could potentially go wrong, and another way for things to, you know, kind of get messed up. So currently it's cosmetics only. We'll have to wait and see, of course, to see what happens there, but as long as that remains, we'll be okay for sure. Oh, should be all we need. Oh my god. Are we getting the last 2? I believe they're stuck. They might be having some issues there. Okay, well, time to party. Goodbye. Well, all I can tell you is this one's pretty big. So, fighting this with just 2 people. Hi, how you doing today? Yeah, she's big. She's very, very big. My only question is, how are we going to win this? Break the exposed area. Very good. And now we'll try to crawl away, climb away. If only I had more ammo right now. Secret grenades are going after him. And now it's time for these. Okay. Getting swarmed a bit here. This is what I was made for. Fire everything! Here she comes. Clearly we don't have enough firepower to deal with this. Seekers. Here we go again. Reload. Now that's the interceptor I know. Not that I know this person, but either way. I wish I did after this. Interceptors are awesome. Oh God. Come on. She's gonna turn to us. I'd run if I were you. Come on, come on, come. Look at me, look at me. I think Neo's gonna be calling me in about 5 minutes. Because that was some Matrix stuff right there. Ah. Come on. I 100% feel as if this is an enraged timer of sorts. We're almost there. Remain vigilant. I will ult her. Great. I am tired of this fight. My teammate is down. Now is the hour of truth. Puppy guarding? Really? Time to go. Come with me. We finished this as we started it. Together. Finish him! Yes! Never again. So, final verdicts on Anthem. I plead the fifth. Looking forward to trying out launch and seeing what launch is like, because this VIP demo, hell yeah.